There you go. Whoop, whoop.
Mhm. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Ascension portal. I'm Patricia Waltz, and I'm here with my niece, Dina Faye Gilmore,
What up, y'all?
famous filmmaker, director, author, psychic medium, shaman extraordinaire. What else? Light language activator,
I don't know about activator, but I'm saying
entrepreneur.
that. Yeah.
So, what are you going to share with us today? And I'm going to monitor Facebook to see if there are any questions.
What would you like to talk about today? Because this is kind of all about you. This is your portal community. So,
No, it's where you talk.
well, the biggest
It's
thing
where I invite you to share with us. So we were going to talk about, if I remember correctly, we were going to talk about your latest Southern Fried Psychics
yeah,
adventure. That's what we were going to talk about.
that was from a download too, thankfully. So, well, I'll take it back just a step. That was a vision that I had 18, almost 19 years ago now. 18 years ago to create an indie film about shamanic journeying. And I was going to put everybody in a theater, rent out a theater, and have several of us up front drumming. And from that original vision, I started getting a download. And when I say download, it's information from universe creator source. Whatever you believe is perfect. It's not for me to change what you believe. But my information I was getting was it needed to morph, it needed to shift and change. And so I got everything from the name of it to how it looked to the faces that were involved when I asked, show me who needed to be involved. And even that has evolved itself. So originally it was anywhere from 7 to 10 psychics working in tandem and to film all that. So we did do that. We had 8 total. Great successful event. Everybody loved it. Got a sizzle reel made from that. And then from there, we're going to do our next live gallery event at a place I already do monthly readings. That's Miracles of Joy in Louisville, Texas on June 15th. That is a Saturday from 4 to 6. So, and it's totally affordable. We created it where it's $59. So to see each psychic individually, you're talking over $100 a session. So it can be anywhere from like 125 to 185, depending on who you're working with and what their rates are. So you're getting a steal of a deal because we really wanted to make something that was more accessible to all people, you know. So it's just a level, kind of like a level platform that's built on a foundation of healing for you to come just as you are and experience like-minded, while we become a bridge for others to bring through messages from the deceased. And 2 of our gals are expert animal communicators, so they bring through animals a lot. And me being a shamanic practitioner, sometimes power animals actually come through, or totem animals for people. So
And
you
who are the
know,
who are the 2 that are animal communicators? Remind me who those are.
that's Carrie Glazer and Jenny D. Colley.
Oh, that's right.
So, because that's the
Okay.
cool thing about working together. So here's what TV and networks miss is a magical opportunity of when you don't script a psychic or a medium or a channeler, all the things that we all do, especially individually and then combined, we're bringing all of our talents together. And when you do that, you actually heighten your abilities and you start, what's the word I'm really looking for? But you start to kind of absorb each other's abilities, meaning when Jenny started working with Carrie, she really started honing her ability to be an animal communicator. And for me, I don't necessarily go out there and communicate with animals. However, since working with Carrie and Jenny and Elizabeth, my communication with my own dog, Pixie, has been so much better. It's deeper. I feel like I can understand her. And so it's grown me as a spiritual practitioner as well, which I absolutely love. So that's what like networks and things like that miss, is because you take all the attention off one psychic, which can also eliminate naysayers. So it's like, okay, you think, Teresa Caputo or John Edwards, they're fake. Sure. Oh, fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Now, what are you going to say with 4 of us working in tandem together as a collective for you? Are you going to call 4 of us fake? Okay, go ahead, give us your best shot. And again, you're entitled to your opinion. So, but we really love doing this, and it was really working with a place where I already do monthly readings. Everybody knows me up at Miracles of Joy as a Ashwani, which is my
Right.
spirit being gifted to me. So I go by either Dina, Ashwani. Just don't call me a negative name because I will not answer. So I would love to see some familiar faces. So it's a really fun event. We just like, Southern style. It's why we got our name Southern Fried Psychics, is inviting you into like a living room kind of environment where you feel safe and secure and welcome. And Joy really goes out of her way at her center, the Louisville location, to make you feel that when you walk in. And they do all kinds of cool events. So if you've not checked out their website, it's miraclesofjoy.org. And they have some really cool events coming up. Plus, I keep getting asked about Demonic Journey Circle, so I'm doing a lot more of those now too.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah,
Miracles of Joy. Message, is it miracles or messages? Always get it.
miracles.
Miracles of Joy.
Which I
Okay.
love that because
So
that's my word for the year.
Beck and Carolyn and Carrie are all on here watching us.
I can't wait to see y'all this weekend. I'm so excited.
Hi, Carrie.
My soul sisters from the UK trip, we all took a UK trip back in October, and it was extraordinary when you take so many magical women and you put them together just to have fun and excitement and adventures. Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's no two people
And we're gonna be together this weekend. I just can't imagine because
for your
we
immersion.
we had muted it down in England. Okay. This
We
weekend.
had to. Yeah. We had to because
Yeah.
of where we were staying. However, for the next trip, next time around, we won't be staying in that same place. So,
Right.
yeah, no limits.
Yeah. And this weekend there are no limits. So
And those weekends are so powerful. Like, even though I'm filming filming it, I always get so much out of it. As a filmmaker, but also as a participant. And then we always do drumming, which is one of my favorite things. I just feel like I'm coming home when I drum.
yeah. And Sharon's there with her gongs and oh my God, all of her
Sound
magical
healing.
sound
Yeah.
tools.
If y'all don't know who Sharon Varner is, one, where you been? And two, y'all should have her as a sound goddess because she's phenomenal with everything she brings to the table. And her expertise and her own magic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I love that.
She's my bestie.
I know I always introduce her to people when I talk about you, as I said, and her right hand woman, because she's just an extension of you and you of her, because y'all work so
Yeah.
seamlessly together. So it's always a joy and
She's
an
my
honor to be presence.
she's my bestie.
Hmm?
Um, so talk to us about this new venture that you have.
Which one? The light language
It doesn't
conference.
matter. I had one in mind, but if you've got another one, talk to us about that. What do you have? What are your new projects? I know you've got a film for the light language, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a film also going for Southern Fried Psychics. So is there another film that you're working on at the same time?
It's more of an entrepreneurial reel, meaning I'm doing a friend of mine where she leads this thing called the Transformation Game. And it's so cool because it was created in Scotland, which, I'm a fan because this is where I got my hat when we were in the UK, because I have Scottish and Irish heritage. And I'm a mutt. Let's just say that. We have a little bit of everything in our family DNA, including Bengal. So who knew? We also had Indian, the kind, not just with the feather, but also with the dot. So, so exciting to know that we have so much multicultural heritage in our history. But yeah, so I'm making a reel for her. I don't really call it a sizzle reel because when I do those for entrepreneurs, it's for whatever for them to do as they see fit. Versus a sizzle reel is usually for like people to see what a project is. So Southern Fried Psychics, if you go on Miracles of Joy or my YouTube channel, you can see our sizzle reel that was from our live event September last year. So kind of working on
Is
multiple.
that the director's cut that you're talking about, or is that something different?
Director's reel is so somebody can see my work and what I do, and if they want to hire me or not. So it's basically your portfolio or your resume kind of thing in digital media format. So it's people can see what I've done in the 4.5 years that I've been directing. So probably a little bit longer, but officially only 4.5 years. So yeah, kind of working on those. But the Southern Fried Psychic film, I kind of put that one on the back burner for now because that takes more resources than I have available to me right now, because all my projects have been self-backed and I just can't and don't want to do that anymore. In the filmmaking industry, they always say the bad business decision is using your own money, but well, I haven't been able to find anybody wants to back an independent lesbian filmmaker. So money's got to come from somewhere. And so
I would think it would be the latest, greatest thing, but you
yeah,
know, you can't, you can't read society, even if you are a psychic medium.
no. And the opportunities for women in this industry are very little. And, that's why as a child, this was a buried dream. Like I shoved it in a trunk and I buried it in the ocean, totally forgot about it until I went back to college at 48 years old and discovered, oh my God, that was my earliest childhood memories, was creating little movie sets in the living room. My mom had a little 2-bedroom apartment and I used to make these little sets by the metal castings she brought from, I think it was her day job. She worked in a machine shop and they looked like little metal buildings. And so I would make little movie sets. I'd steal one of my sister's Barbies because I couldn't stand playing with Barbies. And she was held captive. I usually roped her or put something around her. And then my Army Green Men, I made them the bad guys because there was a bunch more of them. And then the GI Joes would come in and they would save the day, and I would create these little elaborate stories, and it'd be different cities or different scenarios, those kind of things. So very grateful for fourth time was the charm of going back to college, and just I had to find a college that would fit my personality or my needs. And that was when I was living in Colorado for 10 years. So
So Jenny Colley said Ken was her bad guy.
yeah, well,
When
I think for me, I never made Ken the bad guy because most of my life, and this is the first time I'll share it publicly, most of my life, I always wanted to be a boy. And so I dressed like a boy. I pretended I was a boy, those things, because I was expressing myself, but also finding myself. And the cool thing about that is at the time, my mom didn't know it. She allowed it and she just let me be me. And it was only when I came out at 19 that then the family just kind of freaked out. And I'm like, well, kind of suspected this my whole life. It shouldn't be a shock. But that's when the whole, world of my world fell apart, and I found myself. So yeah, Jenny, I did not make Ken the bad guy because of that, as I associated most of my life as a male, even though I'm not, and I love being a woman. But I had to figure that out for myself. So I spent the majority of my life thinking I was trans, and I'm not. Like I said, I love being a woman, but I had to figure that out for myself. So, but I am part of the LGBTQ plus community. So I identify as lesbian or gay. Gay is my favorite word, or queer. Um, so yeah, things like that. Let's see what else. But we are doing having a light language conference. I'm still trying to find the venue. So we hope to have that in the Denver Metroplex of Colorado, May 30th to June 1st, 2025. And trying to find an actual venue that can fit us all and fit our needs has been a needle in a haystack. So, but we're very excited. We have all the speakers lined up, and I will be done with our understanding nope, let me go back. My mouth cannot keep up with my brain. Unlocking the mysteries of light language, the indie film that was inspired by you, Auntie, that I've been filming for over 2.5 years. So I'll be done finishing that one because it's just been me. So when it's just you doing the filming, the directing, the editing, all the stuff, it takes a while. So when I'm fully done, it'll probably be close to 4 years, maybe 4.5. We'll see. But I want to show that at our light language conference. So you can check out our website that Auntie built for us, lightlanguageconference.com. and stay
It's real
tuned.
simple. Can't miss it. Lightlanguageconference.com.
And we're going to have some amazing powerhouses and vendors and all kinds of cool stuff to do. So save the date. You know how they send out those little wedding invites. I got one the other day, so I'm excited. I know I'll be in Colorado in October at least. So save the date, May 30th through June 1st, 2025. Hopefully in Colorado, but we'll see. So yeah,
We're aiming. So if
yep.
any of our viewers have contacts, have venue contacts in around the Denver area, let one of us know, because we're still looking for a good venue.
And we're doing like a 30-mile radius within Denver International Airport, or DIA, to the locals. That's what we always called it. So, but yeah, it's going to be received there better than it would here in Texas, is why we kind of picked Colorado. Plus, if you've not experienced the magic in the Colorado Rockies, the Rocky Mountains, it's amazing. So
it's just a shame that everything is so expensive there, but I know it'll all work out. We're supposed to be there and we have an entire year to plan it. So it will work out.
Yeah.
But we already have our speakers. You know, the speakers came like right away. You know, we have 9 amazing speakers. And so I know it's going to work out because we've already got the speakers. We just need a place to be. And we're going to have vendors. So it's going to be amazing. So you're going to film more this weekend, right? At the Light Language Immersion Weekend?
Yeah.
Are you going to film some more?
What's missing is I have plenty of us when we're doing the whole group setting. I need one-on-one interviews. So I'm probably going to set up the bunk room or somewhere in that nature where I can kind of close the door to keep the audio as clean and pure as possible. Not picking up the background of everybody else, and do one-on-one interviews. That's what's really missing from our film. And I can probably redo yours, because when we did it in South Dakota, I hated the actual lighting. Like, I can use it, but as a filmmaker, it looks like crap. So,
well, I thought I looked lovely on that.
You did, but we were in a very
video
hotel room. Sharon was awesome because she had all her crystals and stuff set up on that table. The photo that I have bought, we have that painting reproduction there, but just the framing and the table, the furniture, the lighting, everything to me, just, it wasn't good enough. But
it wasn't good enough. Okay.
Who knows?
We'll see what we can get this weekend.
Anyway. Yeah. So we'll see what time.
I'll be on my best behavior. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with us?
I'm starting more shamanic journey circles as well. So I'm doing those monthly out at Miracles of Joy, the Louisville location. And I'm in talks with their Bedford location to possibly do that the last Friday of every month. And then I'm also doing them in Denton, Texas at the Shambhala Wellness Center, where me and the gals from Southern Fried Psychics usually read there once a quarter. So I'll have, you're going to see a lot more of me locally, which is probably one of the #1 questions I get now living back here in Dallas, Texas, is how can I see you, or where are you going to be, or, that sort of thing. So there's plenty of places now.
And that's unusual for you because you're not usually this active, right, in the community.
No, but I listen.
Good movement, good expansion.
And I'm a typical hermit. Like, I'm a quintessential, if you really know me, I'm a quintessential introvert. So I've had to learn how to be an extrovert, and it takes a lot for me to really be vulnerable to go out and be seen. But that's the message I really kept getting, is step out of the shadows. You can't be in the shadows anymore. You literally have to be in the light, which I do all my work in the light, because you can choose light or dark. Some people dabble and do both, but for me, I always felt destined to work in the light. So that's really what it is. Everything I do, it's why I named my production company what I did, is to leave people inspired and empowered. And so
Yeah.
shamanic learning circles, that's what a lot of it is for people to connect, deepen their practice to their self, get to know themselves, and then feel lighter after the process. It's a sacred space. So I'm honored to be able to do that in 3 different locations. So whether you want to see me in Denver, oh boy, let's make up new terms. In Denton,
We are
Bedford,
going to see you in
Louisville.
Denver.
Yeah, no, right. So yeah, you'll see me there too. But yeah, that's what I've been working on and that's what's happening. So I'm a busy lady, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, and then Pixie gets to go
Yeah.
with me for some stuff too. So she loves circles and community and just being around other spiritual people because she is uber sensitive.
Mhm.
So
I know it's kind of short, but no one's asking any questions.
that's okay.
And so and we've got a major storm going through.
Yeah.
Carrie actually said she had to shut down her computer because
Mm,
there was a nasty storm going through. So
okay.
um,
Carrie Glazer
so
or Carrie?
unless you have something else to share, what?
Was it Carrie Glazer out in, yeah, okay. So she's in that Collin County. So it must be hitting Collin County. I'm in Dallas County. So
Yeah, we're in
yeah.
Ellis, and we were under tornado watch.
Mhm.
I don't know if we still are, but we were, and I could hear the storms. I'm not afraid of storms, but
No.
um, we're apparently going to get cut off one way or the other.
Well, and welcome to Texas unpredictable summer weather. So we're
That's
in
what I told the sisters when they were here,
this
when
thunder.
we were at lunch today. Oh, you heard the thunder? Yeah.
They literally
Yeah.
just did it. So but yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm working on. And it's always an honor and a joy to see you, even if we're, don't live near one another near enough, but you just got to get my butt out of my hermit seat and get out. So I'm excited for this weekend to be reunited with all of our sisters. So
Yep. We're going to have fun this weekend.
and then my shamanic soul sister, we trained together. She'll be there on Saturday. So I love that she's going to meet everybody because I just adore her and everybody else who's already going
Right.
to be there. So
And it'll be good to meet her. We have a couple of new ones coming this weekend.
yeah, and some people I don't know. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that as well.
You get to meet some new peoples.
I do love that.
Okay, love. I'm going to shut us down. Let me
All
stop the
right.
recording first.
Love everybody. Sending you much